Welcome, everybody. I don't know what just happened. We just got booted off somehow, some way. We were talking about Mandela effect. I was talking to somebody in the chat room, Stephanie, trying to explain what the Mandela effect was, and we've been going all over that a little bit in the beginning of the last part. CERN, what it's all about, God particle, what they found, and everything else. Sorry about that. I do not know why it cut out. I do not know what happened. I don't know where everything went. Maybe they just did an experiment, huh? Maybe it is no longer the VSW podcast. Maybe it is now the TSW podcast. I am the Gucci Stoner. And who knows what is going on in the universe. What am I eating, Stephanie? I have Reaper chili noodles. Very special homemade recipe using Reaper noodles and a bunch of other special spices alongside ramen noodles to create a very spicy but tasty dish. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love the spicy noodles. But yeah, so we've been talking Mandela effect. We've been talking about all the strange things and all the things that we don't get and all the confusion that goes on in the world, And like I said, that scientist went on to say, how every day there was a shooting, and the shootings don't even last in the news that long. Every week it's something new in the headlines, and the world's just so much different. And after 2012, just nothing felt the same. Again, like I said, Mayans predicted the world ending. I remember masses of people worrying about the world ending. Did the world, in fact, end in 2012? Are we all in another alternate universe right now that we were not in originally? Or have, we all died and our conscience been uploaded to some mass computer and we're just living in another simulation that was in a simulation within a simulation within another simulation? Could be multiple simulations. There's been like I said, I went through the theories last night a little bit. Thousands of theories on this. Just bunches of things. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, what changes, if changes, so what is found. I mean, if you are into space, science, the universe, it will be interesting to see what CERN does discover. They did discover the God particle, which, they weren't even sure that existed. And this is kind of what levels the playing field of, gravitation and all the energy of the world. And, what other particles and unknown sources of things will they be able to discover? There's dark energy, dark matter, black holes that nobody understands, where these gateways even lead to. And I do kind of find it kind of funny that it all kind of like happening now, where they just came out with the final episodes of Stranger Things, where, what they did, they opened up portals. And that is kind of maybe what a lot of people say is CERN is doing, opening up portals, so I do not know where. Other universes, multiverses, everywhere. I find this stuff very interesting. Do I believe in it all? No, I don't. Have to just kind of just see what the evidence is. Like I said, there is no evidence of alternate memories existing except for what we have in our head. Another classic is Kazam. A lot of people remember this movie Shazam with Sinbad. I vaguely remember it. I vaguely remember Sinbad playing Shazam. But at the same time, a movie came out called Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal, and that is the movie. Everybody believes, they both existed at the same time. At that time in cinema, a lot of movies came out and ripped each other off, and things would be just, a word or two off in almost the same movie, different actors. A lot of people believe this was the case, but even Sinbad himself has said he's never played that role. That movie does not exist. He did play a genie around that time for something else, but it was not for the movie Shazam, as it never existed. He did do an April Fool's joke, though, which was pretty funny. If you follow him on social, that kind of showed a scene or something. But yeah, that's another big one. A lot of people swear by this one, that Shazam existed, when it indeed was Kazam only. Only Kazam, folks. Only Kazam. So, I mean, yeah. And also another one, if you want to speak of things and movie quotes, another one is, a lot of people always, we would say this as growing up because it's a movie we all watched. We're going to need a bigger boat when we got into trouble. We're going to need a bigger boat. It didn't even really matter. And come to find out, the line isn't even we're going to need a bigger boat. It is you're going to need a bigger boat. Makes no sense. Why would you're going to need a bigger boat be when you are on the boat? Brody was on the boat with everybody else when he saw the big shark. And he said, as a collective, we're going to need a bigger boat. That makes sense. You're going to need a bigger boat? Why? No sense. No sense at all. Why change it? What happened? Where'd it go? The line doesn't make no sense now. A lot of these, it just doesn't sound right either. A lot of these Mandela effects, I have to say, don't sound right when you hear the original version of what it's supposed to be. We've been so accustomed to the lie of of the mispronunciation of the misword that, it doesn't, that we're just so embedded in us, or truly this isn't really how it's supposed to be. And we were part of another reality where these things were the way we remember them, and now it is not, and now that is gone. And like I said, again, CERN will be firing up. We will see what happens. Maybe we will shift back, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? We shift back over. Everything goes back to the way it is. You wake up, Bernstein Bears is with an EIN. And everybody's on their merry way. But imagine if it shifted over like 5 planes. And everything is totally different. New presidents, new countries, history rewritten. Wouldn't that be wild? Like, just totally wild. Like, if the memories were really far off. Like George Washington not even being the first president, and other crazy phenomenon that would ensue if we went multiple verses over. Like, they talk about it almost like layers, and it's going up one layer. It's not too much difference. Things are almost overlapping. If you go up like 10 layers, well, we're on 2 different planes here, and a lot of differences have happened. And that's how I kind of saw it being explained. So, that's going to be it, basically, folks. We do have some wrestling coming up this week. Got Chaotic in Watertown coming up on Friday, along as Top Rope in Brockton. Not sure where I'm going to be that night, so I'm not sure which event I'm going to be at. We do hope to do previews of both events coming this week. We'll see how it goes. Shoot, who knows? Maybe pro wrestling won't even exist in the new alternate timeline that we get sucked into. Wouldn't that be insane? Or just plain sad? Ugh, scary thoughts. Scary thoughts. Scary thoughts, folks. Scary thoughts. But, we got a bunch of things coming as well. We're going to be doing a bunch of new things here at the VSW Podcast. We're going to have a lot of new games coming on. Still putting things up from Twitch. It's been taking a little while, but if you are a fan of games, I do suggest you subscribe to our Twitch, VSW Podcast, and you can see us play all the latest and greatest games. Right now, we've been playing Who's Your Daddy? Hilarious game. One player assumes the role of a baby, one assumes a daddy, one tries to, do unsafe things. The other job is to keep one safe. So, fun little game that's been going on, and a lot of craziness with that. We can also do a lot of horror survival and other fun games. So, check it all out here at the VSW Podcast. I thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and have yourself a great night. Versace Stoner out.